Soul Rising, everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am your Chakra Priestess here to bring you all another reading, and this reading will be on the relationship between Martell and Melanie Holt. So please keep in mind that all readings on my channel are for entertainment purposes only, due to not everything is not set in stone because of free will. Okay, and also that due to these two individuals are reality TV stars or TV characters. Okay, the what they present to us is only just a snapshot compared to what we compared to what actually happened behind closed doors. So we also have to keep that in mind as well as a collective. Okay, so this is just going to be a reading of the energies surrounding them as well as their family unit, and how we can utilize this as a learning lesson, like I always do with my content. Bring some type of learning lesson, teachable moment in regards to the information that I relay to you all, as well as the content I present. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. First things first, I'm going to ask Spirit, what is Melanie's, hold on, we got a card. All right, what is Melanie's state of self at the moment? Acceptance. So Melanie is learning about acceptance, or the state of her being is acceptance at the root chakra. What is Martell's state of self at the moment? We have vanity, and this is a throat chakra card. Okay, and we'll see at the bottom of the deck we have growth, and we'll just put that in the midst of both of them together. Okay, so with Mel, she is the state of her being is learning about acceptance, or just the state of her being is acceptance at the root of the issue. And as you can see here, this lady, there is a slice of pie, and then there's also like a being, an ethereal being that is basically supporting her, is giving the imagery of support while doing so. Okay, also it's talking about how innocence and inability to see one's gifts are indicated, as well as the protection of spirit guides. So yes, like the ethereal being on this picture, good luck and an increase of self-esteem and confidence. So she's learning about she's tapping into her gift, she's tapping into her purpose. Okay, meanwhile, on the flip side with Martell, which is a throat chakra card, and of course when it comes to this root chakra card, and it's the root chakra is dealing about your safety, your security, and your survival. So that's very significant on that end for Melody. On Martell's end, he has the vanity card, which again, that is a third chakra card. And what that's talking about is the tenuous balance between what is true in our heart and what we communicate is reflected in aqua. Are you living and communicating in your truth, or just playing along? Also, this may be a time of awakening to a new way of being. Be aware of distractions that may pull him. Martell needs to be aware of distractions that may pull him away from his true self. Okay, and then at the bottom of the deck, far as like both of them as an individual, like I'll have to merge it together, is dealing with the growth card, and this is a heart chakra card. This is very significant as well, because the heart is where your purest intentions will lie, because that's how things will start to manifest itself, or things will start to unfold. And the heart chakra deals with self-love, forgiveness, unconditional love, and therefore on that. With the growth, is talking about personal commitment and following one's heart. It's all about honoring your growth and the growth of others. There's a sense of courage and abundance and an ability to stand tall. So it's a time to uphold what the heart knows is true. So yeah, it's time to know who you really are, and also make a personal commitment to figure out what is really true for yourself, so you can gain the courage and abundance to stand in your own power, stand tall, as growth begins to progress in not only yourself but also the relationship and others. So that's what's hidden. There's growth, but it may take a minute. It may take a minute for it to happen. So let's figure out what else with the acceptance card. Clarify the acceptance card with me, for me, Spirit. Clarify the acceptance card for male. That's a lot. What? I'm not going to acknowledge them, but I'll read them out just so. We have wealth, that just deals my pickles in total contentment. We have boredom with one horse town. We also had hankering with temptation. And then a come to Jesus with truthful communication, integrity, and divine intervention. Okay. Alright, so what I'm getting is a lot going on Melanie's end, and possibly just learning how to. Okay, here we go. Two peas in a pod. Soul partnership, resonance, true love, mirror match, blessings, life mate. Okay. What's at the bottom? Hush up, silence, discretion, privacy, consideration. Okay, so there may be someone in the horizon with her that's more of a match for her. However, it's recommended that she moves in silence, okay, while doing so, because of the statute of her presence, okay. Meanwhile, with Martell, let's see what's going on with Martell. Give me one card for Martell. Why is the vanity cards here? Why is the vanity card here for Martell? Or on the flip side, when it comes to Melanie, she could be learning how to love herself, but she's being secret about her. Like, she'll share bits and pieces, but not the whole dang cookie to her audience. Okay, we have how far are we with almost steady progress, road trip, enjoying the journey. So what I'm getting from this card here when it comes to vanity for Martell, I'm leaning more towards of steady progress. At the bottom of the deck there is God don't like ugly though. So there could be some nastiness, some clash, maybe spite that's hidden in the midst of that. It's like a long road of progress for Martell, but in the meantime, you know, God don't like ugly. All right, so tread lightly. All right, so let's see what could be the blockages between both of them as a collective. What could be a blockage when it comes to their... Okay, we have repeating patterns. Repetitive patterns and behavior are not being addressed. form new behaviors to get rid of repetitive behaviors. If you need to look inward, examine what triggers those behaviors, uncover the underlying causes, and resolve them at the root level. So that's probably why that growth card is hidden and at the bottom of the deck, because it's possible that there's some repeated patterns happening. It's like you're taking one step forward and two steps back type of deal. At the bottom we have evil eye. There is malice that surrounds you that wishes to destroy your success. So protect yourself from evil eye. You can burn a candle, make a herbal bath, or wear an amulet to protect you from any danger that is coming your way. Okay, so as a united front, you know, keep the ones that are spewing the malice out of your relationship, okay, or whichever form of, well, they're probably co-parenting by now. Also, let's figure out the shadow. Alright, so for the shadows, what's the shadow side looking like for male? What shadow side needs to be addressed with male? We have detached shadow, disconnect or disengage from feelings, isolated, cold, too logical, harsh, or distant. Feel your emotions to help brighten your life both internally and externally. Open yourself up emotionally. So there's a need for male to detach. Meanwhile, at the bottom of the deck, we have scapegoat shadow, far as being blamed, judged, or for another's action, being victimized, sacrificed, pushed over. But she needs to learn to respect herself more, so others could stop taking advantage of her, and take a stand against those who are using her as well. Now with Martell, what shadow side does he need to address? What shadow side does Martell need to address? We have unaware shadow. And look, peep that the third eye and the crown chakra is being blocked because of the hat. It says blindly living without considering reality, oblivious, unobserved, blind spots. But he needs to let go of the filters. Hello, filters. Vanity. You need to let go of the filters that color his perception and unveil the false reality. Live your life and don't go through it blindly. So there it is. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. At the bottom of the deck, we have excessive shadow, going beyond what is necessary, extremist, imbalanced, doing too much. He needs to, he may be doing too much, but however, what have he done to become a slave to? And he needs to learn how to do everything in moderation, okay? So that's just a little tea on that. I'm gonna go a little bit further before I get down to the breakdown analysis. Okay, so provide me a couple cards. What is the tea between the relationship of Mel and Martell? What is the tea? We got theft, being robbed, lost, physical or emotional. So there's some theft involved. There is bad karma. What else? Someone's fishing for comments. And I'm just gonna roll at the top, cock blocking. Roll at the bottom, obsessive lover, dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessiveness, karmic. Okay, so there's a lot of karmic energy in the midst of these two. Let's figure out some hidden truths, and then we're going to do a breakdown analysis on the energy aspect. Okay, as far as like the truths, hidden truths, we have someone wants to talk with the telephone. What else? We have toxic and crazy. Okay. Whew. Okay. Let's go at the bottom. A surprise. What surprise? Waiting. Who's waiting? Okay. What's at the bottom? Distance. Okay. It's at the top. Triggered. I'll acknowledge that as well. Okay. All right. So when it comes to the hidden truths, we got someone wants to talk. There is crazy toxic energy that's going on. There's a surprise in the horizon. Someone is waiting, or someone's playing the waiting game, or there is a waiting game happening. There's distance between each other, and triggered. Okay. All right. Mentally triggered. Okay, so I'm just going to slide all of these to the side here. And now let's go ahead and get to the excuse me, the breakdown on an energetic standpoint with this union. All right. All right. All right, what's going on at the root? What is going on at the root? Okay, we got Knight of Coins with the throat chakra. What's going on at the sacral chakra? We have the Star, so there's hope. There may be a feeling of hopelessness. Okay, solar plexus. What's going on at the solar plexus? We have Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay, that's a root chakra card. What's going on at the heart? We have the Hierophant. All right, so that's two faded cards. What's going on at the throat? We have Six of Coins, so that's another third eye chakra card. What's going on at the third eye chakra? We got Princess of Wands. Lastly, oh, that's a lot. Okay, no, I did that. And we got Five of Swords that came out at the crown. So there's some mental conflict at the crown. And with the Knight of Swords at the bottom, that's another third chakra card. Okay. Oh, hold on. We got the High Priestess that came out in reverse too. I'm trying to figure out where that came from. Oh, well, I'll acknowledge it right here because it came out right there. So I'll not acknowledge it right there. All right, so let me clear this out right quick. This is here. Okay, so this side, this is male, and then this is Martell, okay? And then the center is the focal. Okay. All right, so at the root of the problem, we have the Knight of Coins. So there's a issue with the coins, financial aspect of this. And with the foundational roots, it does deal with your safety, your security, and survival. So with the Nine of Coins being here, and it's a throat chakra card, there's definitely some communication involved with that. And this is the card of focus and tension. So what the universe receives from them will bring them energetically ask for, or bring them what they ask for. No more, no less. This card is an indication that you can never become what you hate or dislike. If you hate wealthy people, you will never be one of them. This deals with lucrative, skillful, conscientious, honorable, profitable, sustainability, and unwavering. So this particular card is dealing with sustainability, okay? And in the midst of that, it is at the root. So it's dealing with some financial standpoint there at the root, as stated before. So there's a focus intent at the root of the issue in regards to Mel and Martell, okay? And meanwhile, with the sacral chakra here, we have the Star card, and this is a faded card, and it's dealing with the mastery. So there is a need to master the art of hopefulness, healing as well. So we knowing we all, oh wait, hold on. Yeah, for the Star card in general, like in regular tarot, it deals with healing and hopefulness, and also it is associated with the zodiac sign Aquarius as well. So mastery meaning being gentle, personal healing, and it's taking place. It's time to let others off the hook for choices you knew were not in harmony with you or have become. There's values acceptance. So this may be in regards to melody, okay? Mental clarity from heart, loving ideas, involving and wondering, okay? So there's healing involved in this in the sacral chakra, which it kind of balances out, even though it's not, even though the card is green. So where her heart is at, what she feels truly at this time, that is healing, okay? Because it mentioned about acceptance, and her card came out as an acceptance card, okay? All right. Now, moving on to the solar plexus chakra, we have the Eight of Cups, that is a root chakra card, and then we also have the High Priestess card, which is a solar plexus card, but it's in the reverse. Both of them are in the reverse, so let's take a look at that. First, we're going to be with the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is about the card of new reality. Indication that you're not necessarily being unappreciative. It may simply be the time that to be with you again after a long journey. And with it being reversed, it is all about perception, possibly misery, people pleasing, hopelessness. There's a feeling of hopelessness. for one individual or maybe both. And then with the high priestess, it is talking about, this is the learning aspect, a learning fated card, thinking critically, teachable, gut instincts, and the ability to use it wisely that must be embodied. However, with it being a reverse, there's a distrust, there's superficiality, there's obsessive thinking, and waiting to begin anything new. Okay, all right, that makes sense. All right, so with the vanity, that's mentioned there in this high priestess card. What is also mentioned that has been clarified is, let me figure out where it was. There's some superficiality here. What else? Obsessive thinking and waiting to begin anything. Where's that waiting card? There it is. Waiting. Okay. Waiting. All right, so that definitely clears that up. And with the 8 of cups, okay, definitely. All right, so let's move on with the heart chakra, where that's another learning fated card, and it is a 6th chakra or third eye chakra card, meaning the power of meeting a true spiritual mentor creates synchronicity and opens paths to walk alongside them and learn until you no longer need to. When it's time to become your own intuitive guide, you will know. And the key words for this particular card is basically intuition, clairvoyance, spiritual guidance, ritual, hierarchy, knowledge, counselor. So the need of basically where the heart is at, there not only there's a need to better understand forgiveness, unconditional love, acceptance, as well as anything that deals with at the heart centered. That explains the repeated patterns here that needs to be addressed. So, and the need to look inward to examine what triggers, there you go, there go that trigger card, what triggers those behaviors, uncover underlying issues and resolve them at the root, which is over here with the Knight of Coins, the card of intention, right? Let me go back. The card of focus, attention. Okay, that's where they can experience growth. But, however, they need to protect themselves while doing so. Okay, that clears that up. 6 of Coins is at the throat chakra. 6 of Coins. It is a third eye chakra card as well. So 6 of Coins is talking about the card of financial reciprocity. So there's probably been some vocalization of equal share, possibly equal share, equal custody, and doing this without any ulterior motives at the same time. You're giving without seeking out the opportunity to be like, hey, I did this for you. Now, would you do this same for me? It should happen automatically without even expecting something. All right. So with the 6 of Coins, the financial card of reciprocity, this deals with resources, knowledge, power, employment, receiving, humanity, and karma. While the 6th chakra is our 6th sense, is also being inherited in family beliefs around inheritance. Our ancestral history may indicate how we relate to finances. What from whom did you learn about money? Would these ideas be something to carry on or discontinue? So there's probably been some discussions on who they learned their money lessons from and how they will go about into continuing on the legacy with that, or discontinue and start their own generational wealth aspect on that. So there's probably been some discussion on coins, financial standpoint, how to maintain the generational wealth. Okay. All right. And while doing so, you can do that with your talents. Okay. Figure out what lights your fire, and that will bring about the rewards. And then also when it comes to the 6 of coins as well, that's a generosity card as well. So equal give and take, learning about the law of attraction, etc., etc. Now with the third eye section, we have the Princess of Wands. So with the Princess of Wands, it is the card of optimistic creativity. So intuitively, there is some sense of optimistic creativity, and this is about allowing to focus from the third chakra to give away an open heart. When you free your own heart, you immediately energetically give others permission to do the same. Okay, so we're gonna go right back to here, and then also allowing focus from the third chakra, which is the solar plexus. So whenever you become who you are within the solar plexus region, that will give you the boost of energy to create from your heart, because again, that's where your purest intentions lie, besides your feelings and emotions. And that way you can create abundantly and receive your accolades, your rewards, and etc. through self-expression, because you're staying true to yourself, which will lead to you being others to, again, practice the law of attraction as well. This is dealing with having full autonomy, your independence, loyalty, consistency, could be rebellion in a good way, and fearlessness. And so this is like resilience. You'll experience resilience. But again, whenever those issues are being addressed, that's when you'll experience that true acceptance of yourself, as well as gaining another perspective in life, and the list goes forward. Okay. Meanwhile, with the crown chakra card, we have the 5 of swords. So there's some mental conflict. There is mental conflict in the divine source realm. So with that is the card of necessary losses. Here's a reminder to what they have been through is real, and they may have had a difficult they may have to defend and protect themselves in a situation that has left them feeling numb. There's no easy way to lose familiar yet limited ideas about yourself. Okay, so let me see if there's anything in there. I believe it's this evil eye here that explains that. The evil eye, as both of them as a unit standpoint. Okay, keywords is basically there's no win-win situation. There's breakdown, there's bickering, there's destruction, there's gloating, and threats and possible threats. So it could be any one of those when it comes to this 5 of swords card. So there's basically divine since the crown chakra is dealing with the divine, all the source, the creator, God, Allah, whomever you worship. Since it's within this region, they're basically saying, hey, there's no win-win situation at the end of the day. Just gonna have to agree to disagree. And look, I want you to take a look at this image here with this male figure. He has 2 swords here, and then he has another sword around him as well, and then there's 2 left behind. But you also see this woman here that doesn't have a sword, and she is basically turning her back and walking away. So there you have it on that end. So that is the breakdown analysis energetically with the Oh, that would explains the distance card right here. On that end, and possibly toxic crazy over here as well. Okay. So that's that on the chakra analysis end, and then I'm gonna ask a couple questions and then wrap this up because I did not mean for it to go this long on this one. Okay, so the lessons that they are learning as a unit. Well, what lesson will Melanie learn out of this situation besides acceptance? Wouldn't be surprised if it come out again in this particular spread. But what lesson is Mel learning in this? Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. What lesson is Martell learning? Friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason, so he has to learn those boundaries that Mel put before him. As a collective, though, success. I know that there's no greater goal than to love, okay? So they're going to have to learn to be successful at it when it comes to figure out the rightful meaning of love, okay? Because they may experience love a different way depending on how they grew up. Because I always ask the question with people, you can determine a person by how they grew up, the relationship with their family, as well as their faith, okay? All right, so with that, how can they improve in this situation? We have new beginnings that came out. It came out in reverse, but I acknowledge it both ways. So, for new beginnings for Mel. What about Martell? How can he improve? Are my cards backwards? Yes, my cards is backwards, y'all. Okay, so new beginnings for Mel, spirituality for Martell, and then as a unit, completion. Okay, completion is at the bottom. Now, let me read upon that right quick. So with new beginnings for Mel, it is basically time for new beginnings. There will be plenty of opportunities to create a fresh start. These opportunities play a very important part in catapulting you and where you need to be, and it's your best interest to follow them where they may lead. By drawing this card, you're being encouraged to find inner strength and courage to step into the unknown and create the unknown, to feel the fear and do it anyway and create a brand new life. Okay, new opportunities may represent themselves in area of relationships, home, career. There might have been a chance to move, study, travel, or embark on an exciting new endeavor. Regardless, you must pay attention to the signs that seize the moment when they arise, and when you're open to new beginnings, the universe will send you the next logical step to take. Okay, so for Martell, with this 77 card for spirituality, because we are in the year 7, okay, it is indicating the need to enhance your connection to the divine, to improve your relationship with yourself, as well as your quality of life. You're not a human being having a spiritual experience. You are a spiritual being and being having a human experience. And your relationship with Source is your path to inner peace. When you find your inner way to God, you'll find your way back home. And you're being encouraged to celebrate the strengthening your relationship with the divine in which way you choose. You may opt for prayer, meditation, chanting, yoga, or periods of silence and contemplation. Perhaps a time in nature, going on a retreat, attending a place of worship is something you prefer. It doesn't matter which option you choose, for there is no right or wrong. Only you can know your ultimate path to God, okay? So a strengthening relationship with the Most High is needed for a way to improve for Martell. As a unit with completion, we have time is of necessary endings and completion and preparation for new beginnings. hence the new beginning card. They're being encouraged to let go of old to make way for new. This may be related to a particular mindset, behavior, friendship, job, residence, or relationship you may have outgrown, or it could be an indication of completion of a karmic lesson with bad karma here, okay? Also, period of study or contractual obligation. Either way, this card serves as a confirmation that they must move forward with confidence and have the courage towards bigger and better things. Have no fear of the unknown, for you are being divinely accompanied and guided. This card serves as a confirmation that they are directly on the right path to so surrender to the changes that are occurring and you'll be led to where you need to be. Also, spend time with alone to connect with your inner guidance. For a silence, you will be given the next logical step to take. Okay, so that. And for our life coaching conclusion, for the Holts, we have dark night of the soul. You are in the midst of a spiritual awakening. Okay. So they are in the midst of a spiritual awakening, whether it's as an individual or as a unit. But at the end of the day, for as the bottom of the deck, they are learning to embrace and entrust their inner knowing. Okay. So that completes the reading for Melody and Martell Holt. I did them both together. And then, of course, a little splash of analysis energetically as a unit. Feel free to leave your thoughts and comments down in the comment section below. And if you would like to book a reading with me, be sure to book on www.honeysoulchildbottega.com. Also check out my Soul Holistic podcast trailer that is already out, and I'll leave the link in the description box or check out my link tree. It'll be there soon as I upload this content here. And with that being said, be sure to check out my other energy reports, weekly energy reports, your zodiac sign, as far as the season, or just check out the seasonal energies within that zodiac sign as well. Lunar readings, I do that on a monthly, as well as ancestral reading as well. Be sure to check those out. But I'm gonna leave y'all to it because I'm already long overdue on this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Always remember to love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself, so you can heal thyself.